Everywhere you look, we're being taught to consume buying clothes, to consume, social media. This video will make you better. This video will do this for you. This piece of clothing will make you feel better. It will enhance who you are. You'll be better after you wear this hoodie. You'll be better when you buy this car. You'll be better when you take these pills. You'll be better when, you keep consuming material things. We're going to use now celebrities to put on this material object and wear it or show it. And you're going to want to buy it now. And it has more value now because the celebrity was wearing it. And now this means something, At the root of all of this, it has no meaning whatsoever. You think a piece of clothing, a car, a house, is really going to amount to who you are at all? Let's think about this, for instance. If everybody was to have the same car, the same brand new car, and, everybody met each other in that same level of acquiring the new things that come out, do you think anybody would be egotistical in a way where they say, oh, I got this or I got that? All those things would lose their value in an instant. We wouldn't even look at them as something valuable because everybody has them. There's no compare and, there's no comparison, basically. You can't be like, oh, I got this and you have that, And the ego loves to enhance itself based on what it has or acquired. Not knowing that, oh, this shit is temporary. Let's think about that. Everything is temporary. The mind sustains itself. I want you guys to think about these three things. The mind is never content. The mind needs to understand that everything is temporary. Everything has its time. Everything you look at, it's going to turn into dust one day. It's not a depressing thought. It's a liberating thought because at this moment, what's happening? You're experiencing everything. It's not like something bad is happening. You're here now. And knowing that things are temporary and knowing that, the mind is always in a state of not enough. And think about this too. The mind is never free from problems. As soon as you solve this problem, how sure are you that you're not going to have another problem? And you can prove it for yourself because the mind is in a loop. And the loop is, I need to add more things to myself to be better. And people live like this their whole life. They think when they buy this, they'll feel more complete. When they do this, they'll feel more complete. Not knowing that the state of wholeness is here and now. It's not there or, there in the future or there in the past, which, don't exist. It's here now. When do you think you're going to experience wholeness? Now, in the present moment. When do you think you're going to, feel rich, feel whatever you're going to feel? It's in the present moment. This is where, this moment is where everything arises. And we're always taught to consume. That's what I want to get at. And if we derive our sense of self from buying things and accumulating things, what happens when we lose all these things? Who are we? Like, how can I feel about myself? And this is why most rich people, not most, but just some rich people end up depressed because if I accumulate everything I can in this physical world, right? And I have everything. But then my ego and my mind is so used to adding more, being more, and just conquering. How am I supposed to feel when I could get anything I want? But I can't get happiness or peace of mind. Why? Because I taught myself that I need to get things to feel better. It's almost like a drug. Like, oh, buying one car is not enough, so I got to get two. Oh, buying 3 houses is not enough. Let me just get 4 because, and it goes on and on, in everything, in money, and and we do this in a day-to-day when we put our expectations on things that are going to happen in the future. We tell ourselves that we're going to be happy when this happens, not knowing that there's happiness underneath all our negative thinking. These media companies, they show us that we need to consume their products to feel better, not knowing that we have the power within us to generate any emotion we want. We just haven't been taught. We've been taught to live in fear. We've been taught to live in separation. We've been taught to use objects to enhance who we are. And it's crazy because people live like this their whole life. When is it enough, And I want you to realize, that you are enough right now, even if you don't believe it. And I don't care if you don't believe it. You are worth than you could believe. You just don't know it yet. You might not see it yet. But within you, there's something that there's no price on it. Scientists can't even measure the power you have within you. Yet they know what it is. They know it lives in each human being. Is within everybody, every animal, every plant, every living thing. We are one with everything, and it's not a joke. You tell this to an ordinary person that just lives in their mind, they're gonna be like, what? I'm me. This is my story, this is my identity, and if you threaten it, I'll hurt you. That's what they did to Jesus. Jesus was trying to show everybody what they have within themselves. And what do you think happens when you threaten to take away someone's identity? Who they are, their image of themselves. It's so interesting that we make these problems, that we keep making these problems, because we could be conscious at this very moment and then forget and then think about being conscious, not knowing that that's just the mind coming in through the back door, almost like a prankster, and it's just about being aware and catching yourself over and over again. Make it an exercise, make it a fun activity. You live with yourself 24 hours of every day. Make it nice in there for yourself. Make it nice and, feed on positivity. Listen to videos like this. Flood your mind with positivity, positive things. Look for the positive in every situation. Every situation, if it's negative in your eyes, it has to have a positive, the yin and the yang. Let's put some value in ourselves. Let's not put value on the outside world. Always tell yourself, if I don't go within, I go without. If I don't go within, I go without. If I don't go within, I go without. Don't look for validation in this outside world. Don't look for validation. If you put your sense of worth and what people had to say, even though it's good about you, you're accepting the complete opposite as well, not just the good. That means if they're making you feel really, really good, right when they say something bad, you're going to feel really, really bad. I want you guys to know who you are and know your power and know you're not a victim in this world. You're more than that. Just close your eyes and open your third eye.